Hey everybody, got another build here for you. This is the X-10 version 5. I skipped the version 4 design, which was a wider body with a couple of wood posts here, and then the tailstock would be extended out a bit, and then steel pins right here for the hinge. And I just went ahead with the version 5 of the X-10, which uses this brass hinge that I got just for testing this kind of stuff out. And way back in the day, I used a huge hinge for like a steel fire door back on like the X2 or X2.5 or somewhere way back then, and had something similar to this going on. And I discovered this time, as I discovered before with that other build, it works. You actually, on the other build I had discovered, that you actually don't really need the whammy bar, because you can just push the tail stock down this way in order to do a pull-up, and you can just kind of push the neck this way in order to do a dive bomb. And this mechanism, all this here and stuff, this all works just fine. This works just fine. It lines up great. Got some really nice angles going on. It looks pretty good and everything. I'm quite happy with that part. The issue is looseness here. You probably wouldn't even make it through one set using this whammy bar. And I checked it versus regular bridges and stuff, and it's no more effort on this guitar than it is on any other guitar. It's just that this joint right here really isn't strong enough. You might be able to do a machine screw insert there and get it to work, but in general it looks like wood's going to be an issue for material strength. So yeah, kind of works, kind of doesn't, kind of a thing. So it looks like, either fab something up in metal, or that you can like get a better, stronger attachment for the whammy bar, or just go with an off the shelf solution, which would be like a Steinberger type, starting at about, I think they're $36 now, or something like that, and then they go on up from there. I've got like, half a dozen kits on my save for later list on eBay that, starting with the Steinberger to like 36, and they go all the way up to like about $219 for the most expensive one. And basically they all do the same thing. Some are lighter and some are fancier looking, and that's all there is to it. But yeah, so unless I think of something to do to fix that part, I think I'm just going to stick with off-the-shelf metal components for doing a nohead with a tremolo. So sort of works. I mean, you could do this and then just not have the whammy bar, and then just basically bend the guitar in order to do your tremolo if you wanted to do that. So I don't know. Me personally, I'd probably just slap a Steinberger on it instead, because it's like, well, you're already paying probably $10 for a bridge, or close to 10. And then you also need a whammy bar, so that adds another, I don't know, $3 at least. And so, yeah, there you're over a third of the way. You're almost half of the way to the price of a Steinberger that comes with a nut. So yeah. So I don't think I'm going to be doing something with conventional tuners with a swiveling tailstock until I figure out something better. At some point I might I might try the machine screw insert, but I have a feeling that over time even those would work loose out of the wood. Because if you got like let's say this is a Strat, where's my finger? Here we go. Let's say this was a Strat trem, then the bar goes into the base plate, and then you've got 6 screws or 2 large posts at the front, which can handle a fair amount of beef. So without putting too much strain on the surrounding wood. And that's the whole thing. It's the amount of strain on the surrounding wood. Because you got to remember, you've got close to 80 pounds pulling this way on the tailstock, and then you got another 80 pounds worth of spring pressure pulling the opposite way on the tailstock, both of them around the pivot pins. So yeah, wood might not be strong enough, and for the moment I think I'm going to stick with metal components. So, and I don't have a 3D printer or mill or CNC or anything like that, which means I'm going to be using off-the-shelf stuff, I think. So until the next build or video or whatever, actually I think I know what the next video is, and I'm probably going to shoot it right after I finish this one and get this thing uploading. And that's going to be like an unboxing video for that right there, which is, like I said, I've kind of stopped buying guitars, and that's the last one. And it's a reproduction of a Rickenbacker, so that I can try a Rickenbacker neck finally. Everybody's been telling me my whole life that I should try a Rickenbacker because they have thin necks. And I like ESP LTDs, and I like original Charvels before they got bought out by whoever bought them out. I think they've been bought a couple times or whatever. But yeah, those 3 models of guitars are the only ones that I'm aware of that supposedly all have kind of similar necks, maybe, and there's definitely, what it is I've figured it out, is that they have narrow nuts, apparently, is what it is, and they might actually have narrower fingerboards as well. So at least up at the nut end, it appears. I haven't taken a micrometer to every square inch of the fingerboard on one of these guitars yet. Like, I don't have one handy-ish. Oh wait, I do. No, that's a Mitchell. Never mind. But yeah, so probably going to shoot an unboxing of this thing next. See what it's like. But yeah, I think this is going to do it for the X-10 series. And where that leaves the experimental guitars at is, hold on a sec. So yeah, since the tail tuner pivoting tailstock doesn't seem to be doable yet, it looks like the best experimental guitar design is going to be basically a combination of what you see here. I priced it out today. These are $5 for the aluminum neck and $20 for a pre-slotted fingerboard, 24 fret. You can get them in a variety of inlay styles. And then $10 for a set of stainless steel frets, so that adds up to what, $35 for an aluminum neck with stainless steel frets. Or you can get a conventional neck and modify it, and I think you can get like if you see that fender back there, the white one with or the maple one with the maple fretboard. That one is, your typical fender type neck, 22 fret, and I think those are going for about $35, so about the same price you can get either type of neck that you basically see here. And then you'd want the swing bar like you got on this one, as opposed to the twin B bars you have on that one. And then for the bridge, this is the least expensive in a nohead, and that's under $40 for Steinberger. And right now it's missing the whammy bar, but yeah, it's a tremolo, so. And it's lockable, so you can lock it into the hardtail, which is very nice. I'm not even sure if any or all the more expensive bridges have that feature, which is a really, really nice feature to have. Because then you don't have to mess with like a Floyd Rose trying to find something the correct size to block it off in order to change strings and stuff like that. So that looks like the current state of the experimental guitars. Since the X-10 didn't really pan out totally. It did sort of, but like I said, you know, only if you want to basically bend the guitar in order to use it as a trem. So I think that it needs to be a little bit better than that. So until the next video, everybody, have a good one.